I'm in the Marquesas and I met this 60-year-old couple who crossed the Pacific in a 25-foot boat, and I'm like, wow.
I'm 60.
62. We sailed to San Diego to test out the boat, be sure everything was working correctly. And then we sailed from San Diego to the Marquesas. A little over 3,000 nautical miles.
How long did it take?
41 days.
Do you have an engine?
No engine. One of my main interests in sailing has been to try to figure out how to make sailing, especially voyaging, long-distance sailing, more accessible to people. Many of the boats here cost upwards of $100,000. And for many people, that's simply not affordable. We only paid $2,500 for this boat, and we completely outfitted her, probably more than we needed to, for under $10,000. And we could have spent significantly less than that.
And I'm thinking, what made you decide to do this trip?
Just can't do anything. There's no wind, so just...
It feels very frustrating sometimes. But it also feels free.
Free?
In the sense that we don't have to worry about fuel and fixing an engine. We live on sort of a small scale at home as well as here, so we have a very tiny home, and we try to make sure that we have plenty of time to do adventures, to do volunteer work, so we don't spend a lot of our time on salaried work or paid work, and so it just basically fits for us and to the rest of our life.
As far as the boat we chose, she's been a good boat. She's very strongly built.
What is it?
It's a Cape Dory 25.
Okay.
It's an older boat. It was built in 1974. And they're available pretty inexpensively. When we bought ours, there were about 12 of them for sale around the United States for about what we paid for this. Getting experience first, I think, is important. Making sure it's something you really want to do. What you're doing makes a lot of sense. Crewing on a boat, getting a sense of what's involved, and then if you want your own boat, get it.
I was also very interested in how they managed to keep it happy among each other in such a long trip and such a small boat.
He knew that I have a tendency to get seasick, and he just set everything up in every possible way to keep me feeling good and make me happy and cook for me, and so it's really brought us very much closer together.
Yeah.
Did you guys get any new insights after this trip, maybe about life?
I think some of what we've been talking about, surrendering, has a lot to do with it. When you get frustrated with no wind and you're just sitting there and the boat's rolling and life is miserable, sometimes you just need to let go.
What do you guys think the key to life is?
Joy. You know, I can't think, like on the passage, I can't think that we really had any frustrations. We were both very appreciative to have each other. I've done a lot
It surprised me, actually, that it seemed like we just meshed really well on the passage, and it wasn't like we were struggling to get along.
I've done a lot of single-handed sailing in the past, and so for me to have another person to share it with, I really appreciate it. And so we were both making a real effort to make it work, and it did.
It was great.
It was.
Thank you.
And here a preview into the next episode.